All right, all right. What is up, everybody? Happy Monday! Woo! Monday night, Tuesday morning. If you're joining us from Australia, what is going on, Mr. Ruell? This is the Ruell Report. We are talking crypto tonight, per usual.
Mhm.
We're going to talk Gary V and his NFT play. But then, more importantly, the thing that we're all here to see. Let's dive straight into Bitcoin, straight into Ethereum. We're going to talk the trade ideas, everything from swing trading to the long-term investment thesis. We're going to talk levels. I'm even going to throw out a couple of crypto stock ideas. I own two of them right now, potentially looking to add more into the portfolio, especially into this upcoming earnings season. But let's get after it, guys. If you have any symbols you want us to take a look at, drop them in the chat. We will certainly try to check them out. And again, guys, the name of the game for today is cryptos are hot. Let's rip it. Let's get after it. Let's talk levels. Let's talk trade ideas. We're going to do day and swing trading today. All right, a little bit of long-term investing. But Ruel, yeah, people are ready to go. All right, let's
You mentioned Australia. We might have a couple people from down under, yeah?
there we go. But yeah, drop your symbols in the chat, guys, and Ruel, I guess so. Open us up with the Gary V thing, and then let's dive straight into the levels and the trade ideas.
Gary V recently purchased a CryptoPunk for like.
And are you able to share your screen?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Let's get that screen on here.
This.
And guys, like the stream, share the stream. And I'm going to ask this question. If anybody has a short-term price prediction for Bitcoin and Ethereum, drop them in the chat. I want to see where everybody is at with these. I mean, the market's been hot. The block is hot. Let's see where everybody is at with these price predictions. So if you have end-of-week price targets for them, drop them in while we're getting Ruel's screen up on here.
Okay, I should be sharing now. Let me know if it's good.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, so as far as CryptoPunks goes, the reason why that's high right now is Gary Vee just purchased one for like over 3 million. And we kind of went over this a couple months ago when we went over the Bored Ape Yacht Club. The CryptoPunks thing is basically the originator of that. They're all about NFTs that are 10K, just 10K, and that's all it is. They're 10K amount of them, and that's it. That's literally it. So the CryptoPunks, there are 10K of these in existence. That's all there are, and people have just been buying them. And apparently, he purchased one for 3 point something million.
Okay. So why did that go for 3-something million? Do they all go for that amount? Why was that one?
They don't all go for that amount, but as you can see, this is one of my favorite sites to use, cryptoslam.io. It tells you like literally what's happening in the 24 hours of the ones that it tracks. What NFTs are the best selling. Axie Infinity has been on top of this list for quite a while now. They're doing 25 million in sales this 24 hours. But back to CryptoPunks. CryptoPunks, why the one he bought is worth 3 million? Who knows? But I'm sure he knows what he's doing and what he's buying. But how we can kind of take advantage of this is there are a whole bunch of 10K NFTs.
Okay, so you're getting into the trade idea side of things now.
Kind of, yes.
It's basically so this is on the heels of the Gary V huge $3 million NFT purchase. How can we hop in? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Now there are a whole bunch of these popping up. CryptoPunks was the originator. The kind of the best new kid on the block is Bored Ape Yacht Club. And what they did that was really innovative is they put a club to it, and that's the big thing that they did. So if we go here and we go look Bored Ape Yacht Club, they have a little website and they have a whole bunch of things that they're kind of promising with being a part of the club. And what they did too, which is really innovative, which is kind of an NBA Top Shot thing. They got a lot of influencers involved. like Waka Flocka was talking about this.
Into
Ruell was
5
talking
of
about
his
that,
shows.
and also Josh Hart, NBA player, he owns one. Um, so they put an actual club to it. So if we go and enter here, there are different things that they have going on. Like they have a YouTube. Um, they actually did something that was quite unique in that they actually gave out dogs to every ape, and those dogs actually became very lucrative in their own right. And if we come look here, we see Board Ape Kennel Club. So they became lucrative, and that was a very great idea by them. They kind of gave out those dogs at the height of the whole Board Ape Yacht Club hype, if you will. So they just generated so much revenue at that one point in time. Um, so one that was on Benzinga was the Vogu Collective. Chris did a whole thing with the founder, I believe, and that was last week. And so you guys kind of got to hear about it at the what is it? The whole minting and releasing of it. I didn't get into it because it was a little bit too rich for me. These guys were selling base level at like zero point 0.5 ETH, which is like $1,000-something. So if you guys want to kind of get into this now, you could probably go do it. All of these things are on OpenSea. But if you want to get into the best new kids on the block, you want to get either in Board Ape Yacht Club or Wild, I think it's Wild Craniums. And I'll show you one that I'm involved in, which is the Alien Boy. So if we look at Board Ape Yacht Club, and we mentioned this like when it was kind of first hype, they're even more expensive than when we first mentioned them. I think we mentioned them like a month ago or 2 months ago. Do you remember when that was, Luke, that we talked about these?
I just don't remember the exact date. 1-2 months sounds about right.
Okay. So if we go look at these, let me see if I can. I want to get a good filter up here. I want to do buy now, sort by, price low, low to high, filter. Ooh boy. Buy now. Okay, so now we got buy now, lowest price. So
Lisa, can I do it? Can I use a firm for this? They're sort of doubted.
Affirm.
Yeah, like it's like a payment plan.
Oh, oh, Affirm. Okay, got you. No, I don't think so. But so here's one of the things I wanted to point out. So the lowest price on these guys is 8.3 ETH, which is like what, 16K. But if we look at here, this one was last sold at 0.36 ETH, and I bet he bought it when it first kind of came out. Right. So he bought it 2 months ago, about the time we mentioned it, at like triple the price. But as you can see, these things are now going for 8 ETH. So he paid triple the price 2 months ago, but he made out like a bandit because now he has pending offers for 7.5 ETH. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So and look, this is literally within the span of like 3 months. When was this guy minted? So it was minted 3 months ago. That's how fast this whole NFT space is moving. And if we look at the wild craniums, which are a little bit, excuse me one second. I know you can't come in now. I'm doing a show.
Boom.
You have to go around back.
Was that one of the kiddos, Ruel?
Uh, we have we have a visitor for a month here, one of my son's friends, and he did not know about the show thing. I forgot to tell him, so I haven't gone around back.
Who
But
the visitor is?
uh, no, he's one of my son's friends. He's a really nice guy.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Let's see here. Let me go look at Crypto Slam. It'll tell us exactly what the name is. I always forget the name. It's either Wild Craniums or let's see, Wicked Craniums. I think it is. I don't even see them on the list. How are they not on the list? Okay, let me go to all time because I know they're probably high on the all time list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. Wicked Craniums. I always think it's Wild Craniums is Wicked. Okay, so Wicked Craniums, we'll do the same deal. Sort by, load a high, filter by now. So the floor on this is 0.26 ETH. You got some celebrities that own these too. If we could look at the last, this was last sold for a month ago for 0.07 ETH. They were minted a month ago. So these are only a month old. So then, literally, yes, we went over this a month ago because I remember talking about Wicked Craniums. And whoever bought this for a month ago at zero point 0.7 ETH has a standing offer for zero point 0.2 ETH. So he's tripled his money now. So if you're looking for uh, one community like this to get in on, Wicked Craniums one that I'm in is the Alien Boy, and I can really kind of vouch for this community. There was a guy who's a part of the community that got carjacked and shot. He survived, but the community kind of got together and like got some money together for him, and I thought that was really kind. So along with all of these communities, there are discords. So if you want to kind of go and get in the discord and see how the community is functioning and what they got going on and how they plan to generate value, you can go do that first. But the floor on these guys are 0.05 ETH. So they're lower than the wild craniums, but I can personally vouch for like how the community is being run and that the owner, I think his name is Georgie. If you go on the Alien Boy Twitter, he's always getting stuff going for the community. And here's my guy to kind of do a little advertising here, a little Black Room Investing. They got it so you can actually change the name. I'm sure if you purchased one, you if it has a name already, you can change it. But I purchased mine at zero point 0.8 ETH, and you see the floor is zero point 0.5. So right now I'm technically losing money. I have a standing offer of like zero point 0.3 ETH, so not too bad. But I know that the community is a good community. So that's where we are with these. There's a whole list of them uh, that you could kind of go down a line with that I won't bother with. But the leading two and the leading three in my mind, like right now, are probably Vogu, Wicked Craniums, and Bored Ape. Uh, like not including CryptoPunks because that's the OG on the block. And what I wanted to go over since Bitcoin has reached like 40K again, it's a little bit under that now. Excuse me, guys. Let me get a little drink here. My top 10 crypto stocks. Jeez.
Oh shoot, we're just jumping. Wait, okay. What about just jumping straight into the BTC and ETH price predictions?
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. I'm never one for like price predictions because I think that like it kind of just
Then let's talk. No, but let's jump into it. Let's do like short, medium term, and let's go longer term.
let me bring up the trading view.
Let's look at the charts. Let's call out the levels. You know, my thesis is double bull, or my case is double bull. I have a very small amount of capital allocated because I'm mostly a stock person. I like to do stock picking. I like to do deep value investing. I think that it's sort of a high risk play. But my thesis on both BTC and ETH is short, medium term bullish. I think we hold 40 and we'll have some room to run. And then really long term, I don't want to sound super cliche, but I'll make the point that I think a lot of people are making, which is it either goes to zero or it goes to 1 million or 200,000 or whatever that pie in the sky type figure is. So that's where I'm at. I want to see us hold 40 and run off of 40. And then again, long term, I think we're going zero or way up. It's a small amount of capital that I have allocated. But that's what I'm out here looking for.
So
in the chat, drop in where you're at. In Ruell, why don't you show us what you're talking about?
For me, I say the days of Bitcoin going to zero are absolutely over. We got hedge funds in here now. We got Elon. We got too many power players as far as money in the door now. And if we look at where it my mark would be like 30K is the absolute low mark because once this thing went down, that's kind of where everybody got in at. So I think the absolute floor, and when I say 30K, there are a couple times where it went to like 28 or 29, like for a hot second. So anywhere around there, but 30K is pretty much the floor. And for the end of the year, I say 60. That it maybe back to 60. I think that's like end of the year conservative 50, like mid level 60, and the high I would say like 80. But I don't think it gets to 100K, even though a lot of people are saying that.
What's your short term level to watch?
Short term level to watch, I would say 40, like 45. Let me see if I can find a resistance point. Let's go to the 4-hour. I guess the next resistance right here is what, 48? Let's see. Nope, you can say 45. 45 right there. That little hump right there. So 45 is the next point. If I get my little magic crayon out here. Right around 45 if I use that. This little hump right there. If you guys, am I still sharing?
Yep, you are.
Okay, so I say 45 is the next point, and if we want to go to the low point, this is when it first dropped.
What about holding 40? How important is holding 40 to you?
It's not as important as
Interesting.
30.
Okay.
So to me, it's not really important at all. I think the more important point is like holding 30. If it goes back down to like 32, 30, I don't care. But I don't think holding 40 is that important. But I think the next point for like, as far as like stuff popping off, is for it to get past 45. If it gets past 45, I think a lot of altcoins will go bananas.
Yeah.
because a lot of the altcoins, some of them haven't even moved. If we look at like one of my biggies, Telcoin, it's like it still really hasn't moved all that much. Um, we go look at Vera. It still really hasn't moved all that much, even though it's having a nice day today. Um, I can pull up a list of some other coins, probably too, like AMP. It moved to like almost 10, and then it came back down, but it is still, hasn't moved that much. So I think 45 is the next point where stuff will really pop off. But I think we all have a good opportunity with everything being where it is right now. Um, Telcoin is like literally the highest it was at was like 6 right quick. It's sitting here at almost 2. So it's a third of its price. Cardano is like at $1.30. It was at 2 at one point. So it didn't lose.
And we have somebody in the chat saying calling out that 47K, that's TAK, Sage. He's calling out 47K as his biggest level to watch. So some other items that that are getting called out in the chat: 44K to watch. That's a 200-day moving average.
Okay, it sounds good. Let me see let me go out to the day chart.
If anybody else has levels that you're watching, shout them out. And shout out to Noah in the chat saying Solana Summer. I like it.
Oh, Solana. I like Solana too.
We know, Ruell. You don't need to tell us again. We know.
Don't like that they don't give us enough information. But other than that, that's where I'm at on that. Now, if we go to the stocks now, I got a special list created just for the occasion.
Okay, let's see.
Benzinga Pro, gotta love it.
Gotta love Benzinga Pro. Pro.benzinga.com, guys. Pro.benzinga.com.
Okay, so all the big fellas are Coinbase. Like if we go by price, big fellas are MicroStrategy. They're all Bitcoin. Coinbase, Silvergate, which is kind of like almost like a Bitcoin trust itself. They're like a bank that invests in crypto. And those are really the big fellas. And I wanted to point this out in case you guys don't want to be too exposed to crypto. There is this ETF called Block, which literally kind of just runs right with Bitcoin. It like literally has the same chart. The chart looks exactly the same. Like, look at that. We go over here. Look at that. It's like literally kind of the same chart. So if you just want to use an ETF and not like really expose yourself too much, that would be something that I would recommend there. But as far as my top 10, number 1 is CleanSpark, and we've been over this before. I like that it's diverse. It does microgrids. It mines Bitcoin. CleanSpark is number 1. If we look at the calendar, even though it's been beaten up, they literally tripled their revenue last quarter, and a lot of that has to do with that they got Bitcoin mining online. So even though it's beat down like like it's really beat down, they tripled their revenue. So they're definitely up and coming. So number 2 on my list would be,
and I like CleanSpark as well. I like that it's a little bit risk adverse too. Yeah, it's sort of the microgrid SaaS type strategy on that one, right? Plus, yeah, their ability to mine Bitcoin super cheaply.
and you got to think with all of this infrastructure plays that are coming up, microgrids may be very important. And the way I think of microgrids are basically if you're off the grid, this was what you would use to kind of have your own power. The microgrid would be like a controller that you hook up to regulate power on your battery and solar power.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
um, next on my list would be Overstock, again because of the diverseness, as they have the e-commerce where they sell a whole bunch of different stuff, mainly furniture, but they have a whole bunch of other businesses that they're into. Um, but mainly they have Bitcoin on the ledger, and they have this crypto exchange called T0, in which they sell Bitcoin. And if we look at their earnings, they also had very nice earnings. And as you can see, since they kind of moved into that whole crypto thing, their earnings have skyrocketed. They've gone from like the 300 millions to like the 500 millions. And here they are sitting at almost 800 million in revenue. And a lot of that has to do with that exchange they have going on. And, the fact that they have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Number three
It's
on my list.
interesting.
Go ahead.
So it's interesting for sure.
Number three on my list would be Riot. As you can see, look at their revenue. All they do is mine Bitcoin. They what? Almost quadrupled their revenue, even though they'd gone as high as $80. But here they are chilling at 30. If we go to the 6 month, their highest $80, and now they're sitting at about 33. Great deal, because I do believe at some point in time Bitcoin will pass 100K. I really do think that's the case.
I think that it's likely to. I'm gonna throw this one out to the chat, guys. If you think that Bitcoin at some point will pass 100K, drop the one in the chat. If not, drop the two. I'm curious where everybody is at on this one.
Because we know that Bitcoin is there's only 21 million Bitcoin. They're not going to mint anymore. They're just literally not. Even though people say that, oh, they could mint more if they want to, they're not going to. You know, you got hedge funds and Fortune 500 companies soaking up Bitcoin like it's no tomorrow. Um, and then you also have cases where people have lost their wallet codes and they can't get to the Bitcoin that they have. So when we look at
There's a lot of
21,
ones. Nobody thinks that it's not getting there, Ruell.
okay, see, so we got a case where there's even less than 21 million, because a lot of the Bitcoin, if you lost your wallet code, that Bitcoin's just lost. If you had some Bitcoin and you didn't pass it on to your family, that Bitcoin's it's just lost. So if we think of it as being like 21 million only in existence, it's actually probably somewhere around the way of like 25, really.
Yep.
So, so yeah. So we got Marathon. They're high on my list as well. Look at that, like quadrupled revenue only from mining Bitcoin. That's all they do. They mine Bitcoin. Um,
And so I'm going to give a pro tip, guys, for both Riot RIOT and Marathon MARA. If you want something that trades, what's the right word? The proper word to use is beta. It's a high beta Bitcoin play, and basically what that means is if Bitcoin's up 1%, these things are up like 2%, 3%, etc. So if you want a Bitcoin play like that, basically overexpose yourself to Bitcoin, this is your way to do it.
yep. Now, and if you want it to be like a little more balanced, because as you can see, the charts pretty much match as Riot and Mara. If you want it to be a little bit more balanced, you go with this like ETF. Um, and you can see charts match. But with this ETF, you got exposure, I think, to multiple different um, blockchain miners. You got CleanSpark in there. You got a whole bunch of different companies where it's like it would cost you way more to try to buy those individually than just buying this guy. So there's that.
Yep.
Um, Now I saw someone mention Argo blockchain. They're a British blockchain miner. I don't have them on my list, but they are a good buy. Where is it? Argo blockchain. They're on the OTC, and I'm sure at some point if Bitcoin reached 100K, that $1.87 will be really like a bargain. But just know it's on the OTC for right now. But yeah, it's this is moving a little slowly. So let me give you my best of the rest. I'll just pick out three from here. Uh, FTC V is a SPAC. It's going to be eToro. eToro's big in I think Europe and like Israel as a fintech like uh, Bitcoin exchange. So you're buying like European Coinbase, if you will, I guess.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's that. And here's another one, VIH. They're going to be BAKKT. I'm not sure how to say that. Bacht or something like that.
I think it's backed, is how you're supposed to
Yeah.
say it. I don't know that. If anybody in the chat knows, please help us out.
They're
That's what your
also
nation is all about, okay? We all need some help sometimes, okay?
they're also like an Asian Bitcoin exchange. So it'd be like uh, Asian Coinbase, so to speak. And one that I've always been high on is Mogo. They're one of the first companies in Canada to offer the buying and trading of Bitcoin. They also have like they have a whole bunch
Are
of
you
different.
in this one right now, Ruel?
I am. I
Okay.
just have a few shares, just a few. But oh, that was a huge block trade. But they do like a whole bunch of whole fintechy type deals where they like have digital payments because they bought this company Carta. They um they offer personal loans. They do a lot of different things.
And you said that they operate in Canada, correct?
Yep.
Is it
And
exclusively in Canada?
I believe so. And we
Okay.
finally changed what this actually looks like because before it was something that wasn't right. But it's a Canadian-based financial tech company. It offers finance application to customer solutions to help them control their financial health. They can sign up for a free account, get access to products and solutions to help them monitor their credit score, protect themselves from identity fraud, control their spending, and borrow responsibly. Um, some of the products are personal loans, crypto, mortgage, credit score, and others. So,
Okay.
and here
Right
they
there.
mentioned. Go
And,
ahead.
and, and will you give me a quick revenue check on that? And will you also give me a market cap, if you don't mind?
Sure. Where are those listed?
In your
So here,
trusty Benzinga Pro?
yeah.
All right. So you are going to click on financials and click on income statement right below there. Boom. All right. So what is that? God, my eyes are bad. All right. So it looks like they're doing $10 million of sales in the most recent quarter, 10 million of revenue. And then if you go to your overview tab in our trusty Benzinga Pro and scroll down, if you wouldn't mind. All right, let's get a market cap 400. So it's trading at 10 times sales. That's not crazy.
Okay.
I like that one. And somebody's saying, can you turn your mic down? Yeah, I'll just talk more quietly. I get excited, okay? All right, I'm putting that on the watch list, Ruel. Boom, I'm going to hit that tomorrow.
Yeah, Mogo's a high one for me.
Mogo.
Um,
You only own a few shares. I'm going to hit it. That's hot.
so then just so we have enough time, I'm not gonna cover these last for you. I'm gonna go over some play to earn games. Um, Here's one I found out about
And again,
today.
I want to throw this one out to the chat. If you guys have any favorite crypto related Bitcoin, etc. stocks, I want to see those symbols. Put them in the chat. So some other comments, Ruel, that are in there is I saw a few people say 50K is their short term, medium term price target, and then a turn down after that. So that's what a couple chatters are saying.
That sounds decent to me.
And CND, Noah's dropping that in as a potential play. MSTR, I see somebody dropping in as well. Sorry, these are stocks, Ruel.
Okay.
CND, if you could pull that one up for a second, let's look at it. Sorry.
CND.
Concord. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a SPAC, I guess.
The SPAC. MicroStrategy, somebody's dropping in. Hut 8, somebody else is dropping in. Hut 8, that was a hot one.
Yep, we cover MicroStrategy.
Yep.
This is the one by MicroSailor. All they do is buy Bitcoin, and and while they're talking so much,
which I don't love that. Yeah, whatever. We can get into that.
Well,
like if you want like a company that owns Bitcoin, just hit your Mara, your Clean Sparks, or your Riots, is my opinion.
But since
then Stonebridge Advisors, ARBKF, that's his. Can you pull up that one?
Yeah, we talked that one. That's Argo blockchain, ARBKF. I know that one by heart because I own some of that too.
Boom.
But yeah, what is this one? Circle CEO, SPAC funds will help build out crypto economic systems. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it's something with crypto. Okay, to take crypto startup Circle public. Let's see if we can see what Circle is. Circle crypto. Peer-to-peer payments technology company, blah 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 blah. So it's like a Mogo, but in US. Okay, let's see. Payments and treasury infrastructure for the internet. Yeah, it's a fintech. Oh, did they? Okay, so USDC is a stable coin. I believe USDC is a stable coin property of Solana. They're the ones who kind of created that. And since Tether has so much problems, USDC, you could call it a competitor, but there are a whole bunch of different stable coins out there that are tied to the US dollar. So, okay. So Circle, yeah, that's cool. That's good to know about this one.
Boom. That's what Zinger Nation is all about, baby.
So if you guys have any play to earn NFT games too, please put them in there. I'd love to know about them. The one that I'm gonna mention today is a new one I found out about called Splinterlands, and it's somewhere between like Magic.
This is a new discovery. You literally just found this one today.
Yes.
Oh wait. Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Are we getting this before your Patreon subscribers?
No, they got it first.
All right.
I make sure that they get the stuff first. I really do.
All right. I'm going to put the link to Ruel's Patreon in the chat. And I'm also going to put the link to Ruel's channel, guys. I'm going to make the ask. Please go follow him on YouTube. He has an awesome, awesome channel. He comes and hangs out with us for an hour and a half the time. So check out the Patreon and at the very least subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna put both links in the chat.
Really good value. I actually gave them an inside track on a helium miner. They had a raffle this weekend, and I managed to get a miner. So I'm gonna put that miner up sometime next week, and we'll be doing a show on how much I earned because Helium they just did a halving like Bitcoin does. This is their first halving, so we'll see what the earnings look like. I got it. It's shipping. It'll be here next week. So that's this kind of stuff you can get if you're part of the Patreon. I let them know about it, but I think I was the only one to actually get the raffle to actually win the raffle. But yeah, you guys can be a part of like getting a helium miner. Like, and believe me, those things are like on back order 3 months because nobody has any semiconductors. So, but yeah, so Splinterlands. It's somewhere between like Magic the Gathering and like Axie Infinity, and you can actually play it now. Supposedly, I saw somewhere where someone said they were earning $20 to $30 an hour. I'm not sure how true that is, but what I did really like about it, you know what, Luke? Can you stop sharing me for a second? I'm gonna log in.
Yep. All right, you're off. You're good to go. Go ahead and log in. Boom! Shout out Joseph who subscribed. Did you subscribe to the Patreon or the YouTube? That's what I want to know. And somebody in the chat, Ismail, is dropping in a penny stock play. CLGUF. I don't know that one.
I don't think anyone
Topher,
knows.
he owns HNT as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this helium miner. I've already done some research on how to optimize that as far as like having a better antenna, like and what to do there. So I got that. We're really we're gonna do some good work on presenting that to you guys.
Yep.
Let's see here. So this is on the Binance network, and they got some wonky things going as far as like they have two different coins, just like Axie Infinity has. So Axie Infinity has these small love potions, and they have the Axie coin. They have the Splinterland coin, and they have these things called dark energy crystals. The dark energy crystals are like you can only buy them on Tron, it seems, but you can win them in the game. Okay, so all right, I think I'm good to be shared again.
All right. I'm going to put you back on here. There we go. And I'm going to make this full screen so we can see the whole thing. Hit it. Boom. Somebody else. New Benzinga Pro subscriber. Let's go.
So
Addiction kicking. Let's go. All right, Ruel, what do you have for us?
They show you how to play. You can literally go here to learn, and they give you a whole bunch of prompts. We won't go through it all because I really haven't officially played yet. But from what people were saying, you can earn $20 to $30 um, an hour. And some of the things that I peeped out about it is that you can actually rent cards, which is pretty interesting. You can buy cards and rent them, and I'll have more information about this for you guys next week. But I wanted to bring it to your attention. Uh, I wanted to bring it to your attention because it just it just hit a low. If we go look at the chart, it was as high as over $1 on the 28th, and it is now at 27 cents. So if you guys want to get in on this game, now would be the time. Um, and a couple other games that I mentioned on here, like Crypto Blades. This is the
Wait, what's it called?
Crypto Blades.
Okay.
This is the power of this, and this is also the power of the Patreon. I got in this game at like $30, and it went all the way to $170.
Whew.
And
all right, that's hot.
It's finally kind of bottom out here at like 44. But Had you gotten in like, and this is literally in a span of like a couple weeks. Had you gotten in a week ago, a couple weeks ago, you could have made all of that profit. So catching and let me see, when was this? Yep, July 22nd. So literally like a week and a half ago. So that's why I'm bringing the Splinter Lands to you guys right now. You can get in while it's like at 27 cents, and you can start balling. Another one I brought to you guys, Farland, is moving closer to being something that's actually playable. But we were on this at 50 cents. It's already at $3.52, and it's not even playable yet. But this is kind of some of the stuff that you can take advantage of. If we go look at Farland, one of the things they added were weapons. I could show you guys the weapons, but yeah. So they added weapons now, and they're moving closer to being playable. They're going to be playable in December here. Oh my gosh, there was one other one I was going to mention. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. But let's go to Zed Run right quick, because this is the one we were talking about last week. And if you guys want to get into this, I see a really bright future for Zed Run. This is horse racing. I'm gonna switch my wallet to get into here. Okay. Woo! Everything is slowing down. All right. So this is really interesting, like NBA Top Shot, in that it's taking something that we already know has a following, and like horse racing, right? Something we already know people kind of like gamble on and have an interest in, and digital top, like put it into a digital realm. So if you guys want to get into this, you can go on to OpenSea again. I'm in. I have a horse, little chunky fire here.
Good name. Good name.
So she's up for sale, but she's a decent horse too. But if you guys really want to get into this, what I would suggest is I would suggest buying like a if you can afford it, I would buy a Genesis female and a Genesis male, because these Genesis horses are exactly what they say, what I'm saying they are. Genesis, they're the beginning. They don't have any parents. They come straight from the game, and I think these are going to be the future of breeding. And like Axie Infinity, the breeding can be very lucrative if you can get like winning horses. Um, a lot of people, what they do is they'll start breeding horses that are unraced, and try to get really good grandchildren, so that way they can kind of just stud them out. But something to very much note about the breeding: if you have a filly and you breed, you get the child. So Zed Run, they provided an actual stud farm where you can come on here and actually.
That's just getting a little weird for me. But keep going.
Okay, so they provided an actual stud service where people have put their stallions and colts up for breeding. So if you own a filly that can breed, you can come over here and pay for it to breed. So since you're the one with the filly, you actually get the child. So if I go and say, okay, here are the bloodlines. The Nakamoto is the most important, like the best bloodline. And then we get into the generations. The generations that are higher are the most untainted, of course, are the most original, I guess. So if I want to breed with a Nakamoto, I'm going to go with the lowest price. So serendipitous. I come over here. My girl can't breed right now because I already bred her for this month. But say she could, I will breed my chunky fire with this Nakamoto, and I have a horse. And there's just so much, and we'll probably have to do an episode just on Zed Run. There's so much that goes into the breeding, and there's so much that goes into the racing. It's literally like a couple episodes by itself. But the thing to know, if you want to get in here, you want to go buy a Genesis. I say the first thing to buy would be a Genesis Colt. So we got.
And give us the name of the game one more time, please, Ruel.
Zed Run.
Boom. Colleen in the chat's asking.
Oh, no worries. And so the baseline on these Genesis males, okay, are like 0.2 ETH, which is something like $530. And so once you find a horse that you think is going to be one that you want to purchase, you want to go to a site called Know Your Horses, and you can actually look up its racing record, and you can watch previous races. So Poshmark, for example. So Poshmark, 9 races, it placed one, and it was at least second place. So they just stopped at that point, which might be good. So 1 out of 8 of his races it placed. And some of the things that, if we're going to get into the weeds of this, you want to kind of look at, you got the longer races and the shorter races. It placed in a shorter race. So chances are that this horse is more quick than it is fast, in that it placed second in a shorter race. And those are some of the things that you'll have to watch out for and know about when you're breeding and getting horses together. And there are like classes on like what the horses can race, and it's so much, guys. I really have to do an episode on it. Maybe that, if that's something you guys want to see next week, about us just talking pure Zed Run and breeding strategies and stuff like that, put something in the chat. But I wanted to introduce you guys to these play to earn games because there are opportunities out there for them. So there's Zed Run, we did Farland, and we did the brand Splinterlands. Oh, this is the
We covered a lot today, Ruel. We talked the big boy cryptos. We talked to some of the play to earns, which you are just hot on the play to earns right now.
Oh, hell yeah!
You are so hot on them.
There's one other play to earn now that I remember that I want you guys to watch out for. Let's go back to coinmarketcap.com. A game called Biamon is not playable yet, and there's some funky things going on when I try to connect my wallet to it, as in like it doesn't work. But I went and I did some YouTube research, and it seems like it's an actual legit game. They just don't have everything functioning right. So if we go look at this, so it's definitely trending, and we go look at it. It looks like a kind of like a Pokemon Digimon type feel to it. where they're actually selling packs. So it kind of has a Splinterlands feel to it, but it's not actually functional yet. And this makes me feel good too that they actually have like capuchas and stuff saying if you're human protecting the game. So makes me think it's it's not scammy.
Yep.
A truck. Okay, truck, truck. Bus? That's a bus, right? So that shouldn't be a truck. Okay. It's a loading. So yeah, you look at these little characters. They look like little like how to train your dragon guys. So here it is. It's a cute little character. And I'm gonna go to launch your app. I'm just not gonna press on anything because it never works for me. But you can see here they have monsters and energy collection. Like you can even buy packs. It's not gonna work for me, but see. So once they get all of that figured out, it's definitely one to watch for. But if you guys want to go on Pancake Swap and kind of just like hedge a little bets on this and purchase a little of this, you can do so. But yeah, so we definitely went through a lot today. But let me know what you guys want to see next week. My ideas are to kind of fully go over breeding and Zed run, and next week or possibly go over how I earn from Splinterlands because I'm gonna play Splinterlands and I'm gonna see if it's actually kind of possible to get like $20 an hour. I don't. That seems like cap to me, as the kids say nowadays. That seems like not true to me. But I'm gonna try it out and see if it's possible. The patrons will know first, but you guys will know. You guys will know next week if that's something you want to see.
Awesome. Um. All right, Ruel. And in short, or well, you want to talk about mana, MANA?
Um, for the game, mana is that what they're talking about? Because
I
the
don't
game
think
has
so.
mana, or are they
I don't
talking
think
about a
so.
stock?
Is that a symbol? Is that a crypto symbol?
The game has mana. I know that.
Okay. All right. Just pulling questions out of the
Oh, then
chat.
they must have been talking about the game. Magic the Gathering has mana too, which is like that's why I kind of say that this is kind of in some way similar. But I'm gonna try this out. If you're a patron, you'll know if this is legit or not. $20 a day, but yeah, and I'll let you guys know about it next week, and we'll see what's up with it.
Awesome.
But
All right,
like I said,
Ruel. You took us through quite a lot today.
I like that you can actually buy the cards or rent them. That's pretty dope, I think.
All right, guys. I'm going to give you Ruel's YouTube and his Patreon in the chat one more time. Please subscribe. Check him out. I mean, Ruel is my dude. We have fun playing off of each other, but he does even better when I'm not here.
Oh, stop.
Oh, you.
That's not true.
That's so
Uh,
us.
that's not true. You do a good job of slowing me down, Luke.
Cool. Awesome, guys. So there you have it. We'll be back here next Monday, ready to rip it, ready to roll. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us.
For sure.
Any final words of wisdom?
Um, just thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate every one of you guys. No joke. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. The show is going to be posted up online on Benzinga, so I'm an open book. Let me know if you have any questions. My Twitter is also Black Rue, so anytime you guys can drop some questions and whatnot. Yeah,
Peace.
peace.